every sentence which has a relative pronoun has a clause which we call a relative clause. A relative clause is called a subordinate clause or a dependent clause. For instance, who? The person who you want to meet is absent today. You can also say the person whom you want to meet is absent today. So who and whom. The person whom you called did not answer the phone. So whom you called, who you want to meet, these are all clauses. Who you want to meet, want is the verb here. Whom you called is the verb here. So these are finite verbs, and that is why they are called clauses. They are not called phrases. So this is relative pronoun and therefore relative clause. Then you have whose. The person whose house we saw is very rich. So whose house we saw, that is the clause. It is the subordinate clause. It is a lower level clause. It is a dependent clause because the main clause is the man is very rich. The man whose house we saw. Whose house we saw is a group of words. It has a verb, whose house we saw. So saw is the verb here and connected with the relative pronoun whose. The flower which you like is not available today. The flower is not available today. That is the sentence. The clause which is subordinate or dependent is which you like. Like is a verb, so it becomes a clause. A group of words which makes incomplete sense. Which you like. Which you like makes some meaning. There is meaning. You can understand the meaning. But it is not complete meaning. It is not a sentence. Therefore, it can be inserted into a sentence. Phrases and clauses are usually inserted into a sentence. But if you are talking informally, if it is a conversation, if it is a dialogue between friends or an informal occasion, then you can use phrases and clauses without putting them in sentences. You need not make a complete sentence. That is important.